I think maybe you could speak a little bit more about this quality of why does it make a difference to be present? How does that shift our mind? And particularly the thing around the senses, because you mentioned that. So maybe you could tie that in of why that's such an essential piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's lovely about being in nature. So the word that I use is allure. Nature allures our attention, right? Often people associate meditation and mindfulness as kind of like it's work, it's hard, you have to fight with your mind and you get distracted and it's effort. And that's all true. Meditation is a mind training. And yet when we go out into nature, for the most part, we don't have to like when you go for a hike or you sit by the ocean, you don't have to like struggle to pay attention. It's just like, no, you want to look at the waves and the pelicans floating by and the clouds billowing and the colors in the sand. And it's like just, our circuitry, sensory circuitry is naturally attuned to the natural world and all of its complexity. And so really we just have to take ourselves out into nature. And in some ways, nature does a lot of the work in that it pulls forth our attention. It pulls forth our curiosity, right? We hear a sound or a variety of symphony of sounds of birds, and it kind of quickens our attention. Or we see something moving in the bushes, and it's like, is it what is it? Is it a creature? Is it threatening? Is it or we see it just we were talking about the being in Colorado and New Mexico this year with the wonderful monsoon rains that's been there, and so the carpets of wildflowers and it's just riveting, and so it doesn't take any effort to be present and be curious, and then of course that presence allows us to connect with the natural world. And when we connect with it, often what we find is we feel love, we feel awe, we feel wonder, we feel this whole host of wonderful qualities: joy, delight, rapture, openness, beauty, and it's just this wonderful thing. And so that and of course, if you've done a little bit of mind training or have some awareness of mindfulness, then you know that it's very easy to get distracted, and so you notice that, and then you come back and you rather than thinking about planting all those flowers that you're seeing back home in your garden, you're like, okay, well that's a good idea, but let's be present to the beauty that's here right now, to the lupins and the trumpet vines and whatever else is revealing itself. And so. So I think of like the work that I do, it's sort of an alchemy of awareness and the natural world, and out of that comes these beautiful qualities of love and joy and wonder and care, and then also wisdom. There's a lot of learning that comes from that sort of synthesis.